Hi, I'm Tiffany Green-Williams, Team Rayceen Productions co-host and moderator.
And I'm Carol Mitchell, Team Rayceen Productions co-host and moderator.
Joining us today is Sherice Muhammad. Welcome.
Thank you so very much. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining us. Before we talk about your 2024 campaign to represent Ward 7 on the DC State Board of Education, please tell the viewers a little about your background and who you are.
Absolutely. I'm Sherice Muhammad. I'm a Ward 7 resident. I'm a parent, former LSAT, Local School Advisory Team Chair of McKinley Technology High School. My daughter is an alum of the class of 2021. I'm also a small business owner, Impeccable Taste Events and Media LLC, as well as a former ANC commissioner of the former ANC 7D before the redistricting. And I'm so glad to be here to share with you my campaign and why I'm running.
Very nice. Well, please tell our viewers about the position for which you are running for and why you should be elected to it.
I am running for the State Board of Education, the Ward 7 representative seat. I am a parent, and right now we don't have many parent voices on the State Board of Education. That's not to say that the representation isn't good, but the parental viewpoint is what's missing. I also think that Ward 7 has some really intricate challenges that I think I am the voice and have the perspective to bring to some of the policies that the SBOE is charged with development. I also think for consideration of my fellow residents and neighbors of Ward 7, my time as a DCPS parent and DCPCS parent, my daughter, we navigated both spaces in the District of Columbia. That knowledge can be shared with the entirety of the ward and parents that are deliberating how to figure out the pathway of their children. And I think that my representation thus far is what's needed for Ward 7 in the State Board of Education.
Great, thanks so much. So you touched on this a little bit already, but if you had to just encapsulate, what are your 3 top issues?
Public safety and safe passage, absenteeism, and I would have to say the third would be preparation of students for the workforce.
Those are very important. So why are you the best choice for the voters?
My advocacy work for the past nearly 16 years has been consistent. It's been more trench work, and I've built alliances throughout the District of Columbia. I also think that my perspective on solutions to those challenges are not necessarily as, it's not necessarily as limited as what I've heard from the State Board of Education. When you're dealing with the types of challenges that Ward 7 is dealing with, we have to be creative. We have to put our minds to work and think outside of the box. Now, that may sound cliche, but in solving problems and development of solutions, I think that there should be no limit and there should be no bounds to what we can do to make it a better place for our students, to provide them every opportunity and resource so that they can be their best selves, and also to chart their pathway, whether it's a 4-year institution if they plan to go to college, if they plan to go in-state in the District of Columbia for college, or whether they need to be prepared for the workforce. There is multiple pathways to success, and we want to help every family make that decision. Whether you decide whichever path is best for your family and your child, we want to help you to make those decisions.
That sounds like a really interesting platform. So when does voting begin?
Voting begins October the 3rd. I believe that's the beginning of the early voting. Let me double check that. I shouldn't have just blurted that out like that. But I do believe it is October the 28th Correction. October 28th is the beginning of the early voting, all the way through November the 3rd. And then, of course, the actual election day is on the 5th.
Thank you for clarifying that. Please tell our viewers how they can learn more about you and how to support your campaign.
I welcome everyone to go to my website. It is www.Sherice, SHERICE, FORDC.org. You can also find me on social media at X and Instagram at Sherice for SBOE.
Great, thanks so much. So viewers, you can please look in the description below for those links. Thank you so much for spending some time with us, Sherice.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
To those watching, please follow Team Rayceen on social media and subscribe to the Team Rayceen YouTube channel.
And viewers, thank you for watching.